since the beginning of this issue, there's been stimulus money sent out from the federal government. A family of four would have gotten $3,600. There's been unemployment, which has been a weak spot in New Jersey because of the system being so antiquated. I know everyone in here office probably assisted in that process, but there was a plus $600 per week, which is $2,400 a month. So if you prioritize things in your life, certainly rent comes first. There are other social systems in place with regard to rent assistance and other assistance programs that are in place. But to lay this off on the owners of the apartment systems in our state is going to create a problem not only for them, but for municipalities. And as a former mayor, I can tell you that that's not an optional thing for the town to say, we're not going to do that. The numbers, it's a mathematical formula, and their taxes will be reduced, and it will be spread out across the levy on the rest of the taxpayers in every community that this were to happen in. It is so punitive to the property owners that they lose all recourse if they even attempt to report it to a credit agency, or if they were to try to evict someone. There's thousands of dollars worth of fines that they could have to withstand. So the reality is they can't even evict people for bad behavior in a building. People who are smoking next to other apartments, causing health issues or bad environment, and taking away the quality of life of the other residents because they've been hemmed in. And the reality is, once this word gets out, this incentive is true, this will incentivize not paying the rent. And I'm going to ask this rhetorically to the group. If you have 30 months to pay it back and your lease ends a year before that, how can you go after them? There's nothing on the credit agency. There was no recourse to get it back. It's done. So there's a lot of holes in this, but the most important thing that I'd like to emphasize is that if the quality of life diminishes because the revenues are not there to pay for what normally would be paid for a higher quality of life, better building, I can tell you the landlords are not going to go out and borrow hundreds of millions of dollars or millions or tens of millions. They're going to tighten up their operations. They're going to do what they have to do, keep the water running, keep the heat on, keep the roofs good, and other things are going to slip. So instead of having people be self-reliant and prioritize their expenses and not look to lay it off on somebody else, so to speak, there are other programs the state could step up and help folks with. I thank you for your indulgence, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please open the machine for a vote.